Hello! Uh, Welcome to League of Legends! I know I promised I would do it. Sort of. Here it is. So, I'm going to talk on it. But, I haven't decided. Sometimes I might, talk. I'm gonna talk all the time. But what I mean is, sometimes I might, like, shoutcast it, like, if it's really good, close match. Other times I might just, like, focus on my character. And include the Fog of War, and also like uh, um, only show my side so that it's like the real game, but not really. But here I am, Safecracker Evelynn. I usually rep Tango Evelynn, but I figured, you know, new skin. Let's do this. It's a pretty cool skin, if you can see it now. Not easy to see when you're invisible because it's see-through, but I mean, what's the deal with that? But alright, so here we got me on Evelynn, playing top lane, for whatever reason, because, you know, I usually jungle, and I think that's where Evelynn belongs because of her passive, and roaming and all that, but I feel like top lane's a viable, like, normal game solo queue sort of lol option, as it is in this case. Doing some scouting here because, you know, never know if you're going to catch their jungler in the act. Yeah, can 1v1 them. Funnily enough, their team had an Evelynn as well, but theirs is in the jungle, where it belongs. I'm up against Tryndamere in the top lane. Let's see, let's go LCS on this and drag everything where it belongs. Alright. My friends are in this game. I got the jungle Nidalee. It's my friend, Feed-A-Roni, because that's what he does. That's what he's best at. So that's why he's jungling, so he can't feed. But at some point I think he almost feeds a jungle camp. I won't show it though, because, you know, that'd just be rude. But, just CSing. I'm a pretty much terrible CSer, so, just, you know, have mercy on my poor blessed soul for that. Especially on like, AP champions, like, forget it. I play AD carry, and I'm pretty proud of my ability to CS, but not on AP champions, no sir. That's why I jungle. Anyway, the key against Tryndamere, from what I've learned, I used to get smashed by this guy like all the time, but the key against him is to fight him early when he doesn't have his rage bar, which I'm not really doing at this point, because I'm pretty sure Evelynn would lose that regardless at level 1. I mean, Evelynn does a decent level 1, but not in like a trading auto attack sort of way, more like a kitey or chase you down sort of way with the Q, having a longer range than auto attacks. But and really, I feel like Evelynn's early game is really lackluster, which is why I don't think she's gonna be good in lane. But he gets that crit on me. I just trade it back, and right here is the strength. You just chase him back down with your Qs, kind of trade that back. He's pretty squishy early. Again, I'm not playing against the best of people because this is like team builder. I think this one was. But anyway, pretty standard start. I seem to be getting lane control, but it doesn't really mean much because it's Tryndamere. He's just gonna, you know, split push and be a monster and kill me at level 6, because there's no way I can kill him. And also, them having a jungle Evelynn, it's dangerous to be pushing like this. I'm a bit of an idiot. Because, you know, she could be ganking at any possible moment. Really, and that's why I love playing jungle Evelynn. Like, look at this terrible chasing. But you can literally come out of nowhere at any time and just, like, welcome to your butthole, you know? But that's not the case with their Evelynn, for a little bit at least. But the reason I'm going down here is to ward. Because I cannot just ward the river because she'd be invisible then. I'm hoping to catch her in her transition from invisible to, or from visible to invisible. So I'm warding further up into her jungle. That's what you do. You ward her camps, generally. I didn't want to be away from lane that long. But, funnily enough, she comes through lane. Flash is blowing everywhere, from us. But I escape. For now. I'm feeling feisty though, because I still got all these potions, so I decide, nah, I'm not gonna back. You know, Tryndamere's low too. He's got no rage. Maybe I can do this. Stupidly, as it is. Because, I mean, guess who shows up? Guess who was just hanging out in our jungle? That's right, Evelynn. And she gets me. But I got the Ignite and the Flash from Tryndamere, so that's fine. I guess. I mean, I died. It's never fine to die. So we're just gonna watch our bot lane now, with our amazing jungler ganks. And the Vayne versus Vayne. Lots of mirror matchups in this one. But I'm about to spawn, so I say screw that. Here we are. Back with me. Buying a Ruby Crystal. So my theory for going top lane Evelyn is to do a standard Evelyn build, but instead of getting the jungle item, you get a Rod of Ages, because I feel like it's... I mean, Rod of Ages is an amazing item, no matter who you build it on, pretty much. Even if they don't have mana, it's like gold efficient or something. So, I mean, Evelyn definitely has mana problems with if you spam a lot. So I figured, you know, and also the tankiness, it's just really good. It's a good item. So I figured that'd be a great replacement for the jungle item in a regular Evelyn build. So that's what I'm gonna do this game. Just a regular jungle build, but rushing the Rod of Ages to get that first. And of course the cloth armor. Eventually I'll turn into Zonius, but that'll be like the last item. Which is funny enough, I should build that earlier, but I'm just following the champion GG because it's a new patch and I don't really theory graph that much, so I kind of suck at figuring out what's good and what's bad. So I just follow the pros. Even though, what's the website? Champion.gg, it uses Plat Plus games, and I was Plat last season, so technically it would be using my games if I played as much ranked as I did last season. I'm pretty sure that I belong in gold at the moment, but once I get better at jungle, I'll definitely improve to Plat. I'm a gold 2 at the moment. Gold 2 and like halfway to gold 1 and moving around a bit in there. Just trading back and forth. Like, at this point, mana cost aside, I'm pretty much going even in trades. And I can do a lot more poking. This guy could definitely be abusing me more, I feel. He could spin on me pretty much every time it's up and probably win trades if he has stacked Fury, just because of the crits. I mean, that's how Tryndamere does it. But, I mean, he's also playing it safe. He doesn't know when my jungler's going to be around because he doesn't ward for whatever reason. It's on cooldown right now. But, see, what's the gold? They're actually ahead in gold at this point, which is strange. I'm ahead in CS, but like not by much. It's not enough to count. So here he gets level 6 early because I died, and he got to push into turret. But I hit it. But I think there's a level 6 is a bit stronger. I can escape, but I mean, then I get forced out of lane. So it's not ideal to even try to fight him at any point really. Like level 1, and that was it. And even then, I didn't feel confident, so I didn't. And I'm pretty sure I played this lane pretty smart. Outside of dying to that gank, I should have backed, or at least played further back instead of letting Tryndamere engage on me and trying to hide in that bush and try to kill him. Because, I mean, there was no way I was going to kill him, actually, and if he got crits, he probably would have killed me. So that was probably the dumbest thing I did, but ultimately, I feel like I played this lane pretty decent. Just CSing really hard. So yeah, I'm just poking the Q. Sometimes I'll use Q, or the E, but really what happens there is you use all your mana. So their Sona just got a double kill, which is funny. I guess that's funny. It could be considered funny. And if you're the Sona, I'm sure you'd be laughing really hard. But I'm not the Sona, so I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, oh, that's funny. So they actually have a nasty gold lead. I was unaware that this game was as close as it was. It didn't feel that close. It felt really trolly, really YOLO Q. So right here, I've warded their blue buff, and I've noticed it's up. I was just gonna ward so that I could catch Evelyn at that area of the map, but I noticed it was up, so I was like, I wonder if she's gonna do it. And I was calling to my jungler to come steal it, but turns out Evelyn was at our blue buff. But here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Tryndamere just wrecks with those crits. But I think I have enough gold to buy what I want to buy, so I go back. Meanwhile, they're chasing the Evelyn down. And that's not to like toot my own horn, but I'm coaching our jungler at this point. I'm telling him, you know, Evelyn's really weak duelist early on. Under most circumstances, you'd probably just kill her every time you see her, like hunt her down in her jungle. That's pretty much what I'm telling him. So they chase her down, find her at blue. He's gonna go to her blue now and pretty much win the game for us at this point because their Evelyn's gonna be useless. Their Evelyn pretty much never amounts to anything in this game. Whereas me, I'm just getting solo lane farming experience. I'm not gonna get many kills at this point because, you know, Evelyn's early game is garbage. I started moving down because I'm aware that Tryndamere is away, and I'm pretty sure they know that Nidalee was taking their blue. So I just moved down to make sure that he would have the backup, but it turns out that wasn't necessary. Because I'm a professional top laner like that, and I have that jungle top lane synergy. That's pretty even. Tryndamere gets the early Zeal because of his kill on me, which is... oh yeah, I guess he got Ignite. Had Ignite to get the kill. I always thought everyone got it, but there you go. Tryndamere got it. So just like that, we got the kill on Evelynn and taking some CS away from her. So what she turns out, she's trying to hunt Nidalee down. She gets her pretty low, but the fact of the matter is, she just doesn't have what it takes. So I come in, I just get my first kill. Just blow it all. Like, you know, it's worth. Ignite, ult, flash even. Pretty worth. We make Tryndamere try to run away. He doesn't have to flash. Oh, he does flash. Alright then, so that's even more worth. The spears, the snipes, the lands. I make him dash here, but it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, that gets me kind of going, because I got the kill. Not that it's 300 gold, though, so it's worth when you're in an even lane, like I was with Tryndamere. So I just take this crab, because I'm sick of getting ganked. Takes forever. Even as jungle Evelynn, killing this stupid crab takes forever. It's kind of annoying, really. There it is. And I mean, all my mana's gone. But I mean, if I stay invisible long enough, my mana pretty much goes back really quickly. I think it's probably the best mana regen passive in the game when it's active. Like it just really refills. But you have to be invisible for it to work. That's the only downside, but it kind of balances it out. Because if you didn't have to be invisible, it would be weaker, like Veigar's, I guess. I just kind of force him off the tower. Miss CS because I'm Garbo, but what can I say? Also, Catalyst passive can keep me topped up in mana. There, I get a few of them. Not the best, but CS hard, so you know I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't let it keep me up at night. Tryndamere tries to spin on me at this point, but he doesn't have Fury. I don't think he didn't have enough Fury for that to work out in his favor. And I had enough mana to Q-spam him, eat his face with an E, you know, just do stuff. But at this point, I'm out of mana. If he spins on me again, I'm not going to try to fight him. Because he's getting crits on me now, so I'm just going to probably back at this point. I think would be wise. Because I'm low on mana, I can't do anything in this lane. Like, even if he pushes the turret, I'm just going to stand there with my, like, 40 damage auto attacks, doing literally nothing. But apparently I decided to stay. Which, I mean, the turret's going down anyway. I should just, like, let it go. But it's possible I didn't have the gold for my Rod of Ages at this point, which would be kind of silly to back without that. And I do get the cannon minion, so maybe not the worst idea, but it's not like I'm saving the turret or anything. I'm just delaying the inevitable. But I actually got a decent amount of CS there. But yeah, this is where I realized, you know, this turret's going down. I'm not stopping this push, which is basically what it boils down to. No matter how fed I'd got, I'd never really be able to kill him. He'd probably just escape with his ult, regardless. But I still don't have enough gold for my Rod of Ages. That's kind of sad. But, meh, make the best of it. Go back to lane. So he gets the turret here, I think. And we're up 400 gold. But let's see where that gold's at, because I'm actually curious. So I'm actually down 200 gold because of that kill, pretty much. I'm pretty sure the kill on Evelynn was worth less because she'd already died. But I might be wrong on that. Or maybe it was first blood? No. I don't know. Somehow he had more gold than me at that point. By 200. Our jungler pretty much smashing there. 600 gold there. Our mid laner doing really good. It's Malzahar. Like, he's just gonna farm. Support. Actually down in gold. And our AD carries up. Over there. It's because their Sona got those 2 kills. But, I mean, our Vayne's starting to take off. Both Vaynes are doing really well in this game, honestly. Good old normals. At some point I'm going to record actual ranked games, but I have to play a few first. And I kind of don't have motivation right now to play ranked, but I play with my friends all the time. And that's what a few of these early episodes will be. Maybe next week I'll have a ranked game for you guys. If I can get any good jungle games in. Not like I want to show only games where I win. So here we kind of go for the dive, but Malzahar dies early. Unfortunately, it's a full combo. I just go in with my ult tank. We land the spear, so it's pretty easy. So I knew Evelynn. I didn't know for sure, but I had my spidey senses going off. I was like, Evelyn's probably gonna come get me, and sure enough, guess who shows up? That's right. So I just W awayed. Thankfully, luckily, not that that was skill or anything, but I actually activated W after the Chilling Smite went down. So she didn't get the extra bonus movement speed to chase me. So that was very lucky, and I got away. And she gets away for a little bit. Eventually they catch her. Our bot lane collapses, and funnily enough, Tryndamere's there. But I think they kill him too. At this point our Vayne's out of control. Their Vayne's actually going But Bloodthirster goes our first, I guess. Just got the BF sword. Everyone's doing the traditional Bork. Our team's gonna go ahead and pick up Dragon. I don't do much in this game. I end up doing second most damage in the game, and also having a pretty decent score. This game actually got closer at the end when we started dicking around and not really playing efficiently. And you'll see that. I'm not gonna spoil it too much outside of actually completely spoiling it, but there you go. 3k gold lead now. Got our first... No, they didn't do Dragon. My team's terrible. Holding me back. GG. I would be challenged. Anyway, I got my Rod of Ages complete now with that kill I got onto Veigar. So at this point, I'm pretty much probably able to 1v1 anybody, honestly. Even their Vayne at this point probably wouldn't be able to take me just with the BF sword. Just because I have the spammy Qs and lots of health and mana and just decent damage as well. I got AP glyphs, AP coins, AP glyphs, scaling glyphs, so they just get stronger as it goes on. So it's really good. So I'm just trying to push this turret down because everybody's bot lane. I can't get there in time to have any fun, so might as well push turret down. This Evelynn stalks me throughout the whole game. Actually takes me a while to realize because I was looking elsewhere on the map, and she's just doing so little damage. But I end up almost killing her. Oh, I do kill her. I burn my flash for it. I think I die here. Yeah. He flashes and ignites me. He gets a trade. But, I mean, I won't be tuned. I got a kill, so I'm pretty happy with that. Meanwhile, our bot lane is like wrecking people. And also, we pick up Dragon. Our first Dragon in the game. From our jungler. And mid lane are working on that. Let's see, I buy my sorcerer shoes now. Now, normally you don't have to finish buying your shoes so early, but like on a jungle leave, you kind of wouldn't, I don't think, unless you're getting the magic resist tenacity, which is always helpful. But I feel like sorcerer shoes are better. Phew, bless me. Sorry about that. I think this is the second time I've sneezed on camera, or not on camera, but on recording. Yeah, I might be allergic to casting, or whatever this is. Our gold lead's still growing, at 4.2 now. We have 2 turrets. That's probably where most of it is. And of course, our AD carry is just out of control as well. And their poor jungle Evelynn, just not having a good time. So they're showing Stalker's Blade, which is correct. But she needs to upgrade that. I don't know why she hasn't upgraded that. So typically, as jungle is now, you need to upgrade your jungle enchants. They're just so much more efficient. Did we just like zoom in? And guess who shows up again? But at this point, I have ult. Like, it's not even a problem. I have ignite. Like, I just get the kill and I run away. Like, almost trade that back and forth. Our jungler shows up, but I mean, doesn't want the spear. We're not gonna get anything down there. So, just, you know, the tax is so real. It just takes everything. So, this is a really odd event. I'm thinking, I can just kite around this turret, right? But it turns out Tryndamere's auto-tech range is longer than half the turret, and I couldn't get away from him. And I started tanking turret shots, and almost dying. But, I mean, I'm not sure if Tryndamere, he has ult. I don't know. He has ult. We didn't know for sure if he had ult or not there, but he does. He just decided that he would rather die. You know, he failed in killing you. His honor commanded him to die. So that's what happened. So now I'm 5-2. Like, second most fit person on the team. I'm pretty sure Vayne has more gold than me. Let's see. Yeah, Vayne has more gold than me, but I'm the second most fed person in the game. So, I mean, our whole team is really ahead at this point. It just kind of snowballed, but it fluctuates back in a bit. Our team fighting is terrible, absolutely terrible. But now my CS lead's pretty big. It's 22-ish, 23. One of those, 24 actually. How to math. And Tryndamere's just doesn't got the items to duel me even at this point. And our team's just going ham bones down there. And I'm just like, I'll just push middle. Baron's actually about to spawn. I miss when Baron spawned at 15 seconds. I mean, I thought those were the days. But yeah, Rod of Ages is really good, I've noticed, because you can just constantly use your mana if you're low level, or towards mid game, even into late game. Basically, as long as you have levels to gain, you can use mana a lot. and then you get most of it back when you level up. So this time I noticed, you know, my team's getting chased down. I'll come down and help, maybe, potentially. But, you know, only got vision on 2, and then our team's dead, and I'm thinking, I can do this. I can take out Vayne. But then I noticed Sona's up here. But I think I can still do this, but, I mean, out of nowhere, there's Evelynn as well. And their Vayne actually just instantly stunned me. It was really beautiful. I mean, it was a bit of a bad roam on my part. Their Vayne gets a double kill, though, to clean up. So that was nice. Made the best of a bad situation. Should have been paying more attention on my roam down. Maybe not just been so hasty to go in 1v3. But yeah, luckily Vayne is there to clean that up. And then Malzahar actually just dumpstered their Veigar. Just, you know, Opportunity was Garen for a second, stood in the bush and got the kill. So at this point, it's really snowballed. 35 to 28k. It's not even close, baby. So I finished the Morellonomicon. It's really good. I didn't used to build this on Evelynn at all, but it gives you cooldown and mana regen, all stuff that you want, and ability power as well, a little bit. And most importantly, it gives you the Grievous Wounds, which is, I don't know, I feel like somebody on your team should have Grievous Wounds, just because it's so good, especially against life stealers or super mega tanks that have like innate sustain. But Grievous Wounds is really helpful at everything. I feel like it's definitely an underrated passive on certain champions, and Evelynn can just constantly reapply it, so that's nice. But mainly you get that for the cooldown reduction and the mana regen. You can just spam Qs. When you're building AP like this, which this build is more AP than AD, you want as much cooldown reduction as possible, so you can get that Q on a low CD. It's basically your auto attack. You actually max W second, in case you were wondering, because on AP Eve, your E, the scaling is pretty decent.
Shut down.
I think it's 1.0. It's really close to 1.0 AP scaling on the E, and that's base damage. So the damage doesn't increase with levels too much, like a little bit of base damage, but mostly the attack speed. The attack speed is what really increases, and that's really good for AD Evelynn, or even like on hit hybrid Evelynn, but not on like AP, which is not what I am. So you max W second, gives you insane amount of movement speed, and it's just a really useful skill. Of course, the resets on every kill or assist. I'm actually reworking her on the PBE right now that the cooldown goes down. At the moment, it gives you movement speed that stacking movement speed on spell hits, so like your Q or whatever gives movement speed, which I like. I personally prefer that, but I've yet to obviously play with the new version, which gives you lower cooldown. I was noticing during these games actually that it'd be nice to have W up a few more times during the fight, but I'm not sure if I'll have to see if it's even worth it, because most of the time it will be reset by kills and assists, but in close fights, you know, a little bit of extra lower cooldown on it might actually turn the tide a bit, because it's really useful, especially if you max it second. But then you don't get the movement speed. It's actually 60 bonus movement speed, full stacks, something like that. It's 20 per stack. I think it's 3 stacks max, so yeah, 60. I suppose we could actually mouse over here and look at it. No, here we go. 20 movement speed, up to 4 times, so actually up to 80 movement speed. That's insane, so I'm gonna miss that. But it might be more useful to have the W all the time, because the W actually makes you go faster than that anyway. Then again, it might not. 70% is 70 off 100. Oh yeah, that does make you go faster. But again, yet to see. We'll have to find out, won't we? So I'm just split pushing. I mean, my team's zoning. This is what you do as a top laner. If your team doesn't need you to kill people, you just split push and try to distract, you know, create pressure. Their Evelynn was up here trying to fight me at some point. Like, good luck with that. I've already taken one turret. I'm at the inhibitors now. I actually get kind of almost killed here. I wait to W till after he gets me, and then I kind of turn on him. I don't know why I ignited him. And I ult to give me enough health. I realize Evelynn shows up, so I need to get out of here. Flash over the wall. Avoid most of their damage. And just kind of walk away. And you know, I took 2 tops, so our team just kind of pushed the rest of the way bottom. At this point, over 10k gold lead. It's disgusting. We got 2 dragons. 1 more dragon gives us the movement speed. is kind of what you want to watch for. My CS is taking off right now. I have twice as much almost as my lane opponent. 1800, twice as much. And our whole team is just really ahead in CS and gold and everything. But at this point, things start going downhill because we suck at coordination or late game or whatever. We're just general trolling around. Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna 1v1 this guy, and I'm gonna 1v1 this guy. So I pick up a Sheen here. I'm working on a Lich Bane, so I also pick up the Aether Wisp or whatever that's called. And that gives me move speed, that's always helpful. I'm thinking, I don't really want to go in on this, because everybody's dead. But Veigar comes off to the side, and I can kind of kill him. And then run away, like a shark. Then I want to go on this guy, but then Sona shows up. And also Evelynn. And I'm not that tanky, because it's just AP Evelynn and not tank Evelynn. Even though the Rod of Ages gives me lots of health, I'm just not tanky. So I died to that. On a bit of an overextension by me, as are most of my deaths. I'm actually trying to remember what the other two of my deaths were, but nothing's coming up. But there you go. Overextending a little bit of greed. I should have run away after the Veigar kill. Again, no idea where their team was and no vision on them and knowing they're alive. But it's okay. We almost get the inhibitor. Or we do. I'm pretty sure we don't, because everybody shows up to kill our Vayne. But our Alistar's a bro. Gets all the spells perfectly, and the heals. But, you know, there's just too many enemies. But I'm back alive, so back to me. Didn't finish my Lich Bane, funny enough. Picked up Home Guards at some point. Our jungler's just AFK, so I'm gonna, you know, take over his job and take our buffs. Because he doesn't need them, he's not using them. He is AFK. Texting his sweetheart, or whatever. So I'm just gonna help myself to this blue buff. And, you know, try to get him killed. But at this point, he's actually there. So he's like, oh, you're trying to kill me, bro? And I'm like, yes. Picking up all this delicious CS. Delicious. Literally delicious. But this kind of highlights one of the problems that Evelynn has. Is sustain. She doesn't got any. You take damage, it really sticks to you. Her health regen's like nothing to sneeze at all, and or is it something to sneeze at? Do you say it's nothing to sneeze at if it's impressive or unimpressive? Anyway, her health regen's pretty garbo. Unless you build like specific tank items. Did that help with that? I'm wondering if Cinderhulk would be any good. I feel like Magus is just all around better for her. Because, you know, she needs damage, otherwise she's no good. She really falls off late game. Even with like one damage item, she's going to be useless late game. But her ult's always useful for engage. And also, she can kind of eat carries alive with a couple damage items, and then the rest tank. But it's really hard for her to actually do anything useful late game. She's kind of snowballing in that sense, but I find her biggest strength is, of course, just the pressure she creates on the map. As a jungler, as a laner, she gets lots of gold and farm, and you can build damage and just be annoying and really, really dangerous. Obviously not as dangerous as she used to be back when she was Flavor of the Month mid laner with DFG and all that, but she's still pretty impressive. Amounts of damage as a solo laner, but her early game, her lane is just, it's really rough. Like against Tryndamere, this Tryndamere really could have beat me up if he wasn't so afraid, I guess. Maybe he all next to me saw that I was like plat last season and was like, I don't know about this. But this was Team Builder, so obviously these people are not that great. No offense to them. It's a learning process. I was terrible at one point. I'm still not good. But I'm not terrible anymore, luckily. Most of the time. But as I said, he might have been afraid. It's hard to say. Maybe he's never laned against an Evelynn and doesn't know what to expect of that. And of course the skin, you know, got that skin advantage. So we got third dragon here.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
This is a bit of a stomp, and yet it's not a stomp. I don't know. I felt like this game was close. When we were playing it, we were kind of like, can we end this? Like, is this game gonna happen? Fortunately, our Vayne kind of likes to get stunned. I mean, speaking of getting stunned, like I get stunned right there, but big spears. So we've got 2 inhibitors down, and I'm pretty sure it stays like this for the rest of the game. I almost get caught out there, but, you know, W, freedom, sacrifice our support, and then turn on them once things get feisty. I get a good ult, think a little bit, and then run away. Go back in to ignite to steal that kill. Pretty troll, but everything kind of goes downhill at this point. People are dying, Trinimir's getting kills, it's not good. Overall we went 2 for 3, but, I mean, for 3v5 actually, that's not bad, but still, could have done better. I'm aware Veigar's around, so I'm like hunting for him. Like, hello, Veigar. I shouldn't have been this greedy, but, you know, part of being the greedy. They kind of spot me here. And I'm thinking to myself, nifty plays, but I'm so close to killing him. He literally has like 10 health left. And somehow I survived this. Due to my tinkiness amount of health that Radovid just gives me. If I did actually auto-attacked at this point, I realized I had the Lich Bane auto, I think, that I didn't use. Or maybe I did. Anyway, he was really close to death. So was I. But, I had to flash for it. To get the kill. I thought it was really, really snazzy. And I bet he, like, crapped his pants when I came over that wall, but I still didn't kill him, which is sad. But there you go. My CS is almost the best in the game. I mean, as far as good CS goes, it's average, I guess. 230 minutes or whatever, but it's no, like, LCS level. Because I'm not LCS level, obviously. I'm gold 2, man. I can't even get out of gold anymore. No, when I got to Platinum, I played tons of AD carry games, because at the time I was an AD carry main, so I just played nothing but AD carry, and I got myself Platinum that way. And a bit of duo queuing with my friend as a support main, but mostly by myself. He didn't play that much rank back then. But I'm really determined to get this kill, and it's not bad now, it's just pure trollage. I get the ult down there, I'm not going to catch up with her, and then I kill her, and then I escape. Trying to run my W back up and get out of there. Meanwhile, people are just 1v1ing everywhere, but I mean, it's just impossible to close the game for some reason. Our utter refusal to group and actually do things correctly, but there you go. Malzahar got a double kill, died for it somehow, and I got Senna. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm any better because I just chased into their base for a support kill and burned everything to do so, but I mean, you know, you gotta have fun sometimes. I got a Void Staff, which is good. Honestly, Magic Pin's not as good as on Ev as it used to be. And Evelyn. Because her E, which is a big part of her nukage, her burst, does physical damage, so that doesn't scale with Magic Pin at all, even though it scales with AP. It scales really good with AP, but not with Magic Pin. So that's a bit frustrating. I have been tempted to try Hybrid Pin runes on her, but I feel like the AD reds are just better to get her through the jungle. Surprisingly enough, I've never had problems with clearing the jungle as Evelyn. I can do 4 camps easy. I actually have harder time playing with Rek'Sai, so I'm probably just terrible at Rek'Sai. I actually only bought Rek'Sai this week, played like 2 games with him. Sorry. So here, our Vayne dies, and I'm just, you know, I actually get pushed into Veigar by that. Unfortunately, if I hadn't taken that so much tower damage, I would have got that kill, I think. Just a little bit more attack speed, or, you know, a little bit more cooldown reduction, I would have got that easy. Or a little less tower damage. As it was. Vayne killed me. Got the crits. Look at our support's actually, like, doing good things, and clearing out wards and all that. He's a professional, you know? Their poor Evelyn, though. Let's have a look at this build. So, he's got his Stalker's Blade, still hasn't upgraded it into anything, but he's built a Rylai's, which isn't that bad of a build. It gives you health and the slow, which you can pretty much constantly apply, but I really feel like Evelyn doesn't need that. She has billions of ways to stick to her target. Doesn't really need the slow, I don't think. It doesn't give you that much health like Radovid, it gives me more health, I think, in total. It gives me 650 health, whereas that gives you 500? 400. So, I mean, the base health of Radovid gives you more than Rylai's, plus the bonus health is not even a contest, and this gives you the mana, which you desperately need. You don't really need the slow. And she got the Void Staff, which isn't so efficient that I would get that as a second item. But here's the fight. I get a 3-man ult, and I'm trying to solo people. I get somebody, they're Evelynn, I guess. And then I get the Sona. And then me and Vayne are walking out of here, but their carries are all still alive. So I know I can burst this chick, but our Vayne takes a little bit too long to come back to help me, so I end up dying. But I get the kill. Vayne didn't even get an assist. If she had turned a little sooner, just autoed him one time, I would have survived and she probably would have got the kill. But there you go. They aced us. And this is just a sign of problems to come. But our minions keeping us in the game, of course, with their ability to destroy inhibitors left, right, and center. But there you go. Like, you can kind of see the burst with the Void Staff on the Lich Bane proc, at least, you know, and the Qs afterwards. So I'm just building my last item, which is the Zhonya's. And I think in a game like, would have been a little bit closer than this, maybe Zhonya's before Void Staff, because the Void Staff just doesn't help you out as much as you think it does on Evelynn. She does a lot of physical damage for that to be useful, but I mean she does do a decent amount of magic damage, so it's a good item, as is any magic pen item on an EP character. But I feel like the Zhonya's a little earlier would be nicer. Of course, CSing got all the mana to do it now, and the Lich Bane helps as well. Getting our 4th dragon, I think. Our jungle Nidalee. Soloing that out. Red buff over to Vayne. It's like professionals ready to rumble. I'm level 18. Their Tryndamere's level 18. Everybody's level 18 that needs to be defined. And there we go. There's our 4th dragon. So now we got the bonus damage to towers. We should be able to theoretically end this game. And look, we're all grouped. It's Miracle, except for Malzahar, who's dead, unfortunately. Now I told Feed not to go that way because I saw them on that ward, but he goes that way anyway. But fortunately, I just absolutely destroy Vayne in this fight and try to kill other people, but unfortunately I just have to run away. But I'm so very fast, it's disgusting. But I mean, if I hadn't killed Vayne, this might have actually been trouble. But I killed Vayne. I guess they know I'm here somehow. I'm not sure how. I wasn't standing in a ward or anything. Map hacks, I guess, you know, obviously. And then I'm thinking, I can kill Veigar, but he gets this thingy down, and I got nowhere to go. I flashed too late. Like, I shouldn't have flashed at all. But he ignites me, so I die. Bit annoying there. I should have flashed earlier, or not at all, and just let myself die. I probably should have just not flashed at all, because I was been in the pit, and they were all there. Really just, unfortunate. Or I should have just kept running, but, I mean, as you saw there, they probably would have caught me anyway, because they pinged that out, like they knew exactly where I was. Really strange, because there were no wards there for them to see me. And, I don't know. Maybe it's because I saw them, but I was invisible. Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about it though, because, you know, it's just too much to worry about. I don't have time for that. But, you see what I mean, like, we should be able to finish this game so easy. And yet, yeah, we're not, for whatever reason. But I finished my Zhonya's. I'm full build, except for I haven't upgraded my trinket because I'm an absolute noob. I still am not used to that. It's like when trinkets first came out and nobody got them, not even like professional players, like they forget about them. Well, that's me in trinket upgrades because I'm not a professional player, so I have like extra time to learn to do that before I feel terribly bad about it. I think I upgraded eventually, or was that the other Evelynn game I played today? Who knows? It's hard to say. But our gold lead's actually less now. Of course, it gets harder and harder to hold a gold lead as you take towers. I mean, we've killed 9 towers. But that's actually kind of scary because we've killed 9 towers and yet our gold lead is less than 9k. So that means that without the towers, that they would have the gold lead. But I mean, we do have the gold lead, so we should be winning. A spear spots them out there. I'm just sneaking around. I'm invisible. And I'm flanking, let's do this. Get the easy flash out of Veigar. I think I eat him, and that was it. So we were actually looking for Baron, but we realized they were around. And, Vayne's bot, they have the inhib down, so like if Vayne actually leaves, then our minions actually do some damage. They only have 1 Nexus turret. And we just flew Veigar's Flash and kind of scared them off. So it was my call to actually do this. Baron. I'm a little like frightened here because it was just two of us. And we're like, we're not thinking of this. But our team shows up. We got this easy. They actually come in, which allows us to actually get the kill on a few of them. Their poor Evelyn just takes all the damage, and the Space Aids finish them off. Sona ult only hits one, but I mean, they escape. Our AD carry just goes nuts and takes him out. Malzahar ult on the ultimated Tryndamere.
Shut down.
I'm looking for kills, but I realize, Vayne's probably nowhere to be seen. Where you at, Vayne? Vayne, where are you? She's nowhere. She's long gone. Oh no, there she is. She's on the minimap, looking to do something, I'm sure. She's going to expect it and take out our base while we push with Baron. But we finally win it, we get the Baron, and finally group up, you know, make some... And unable to download spectator data, but eventually we end here, so... as well as dancing at the end of game screen. So, so there you go. That was the game that I decided to record. Not very many good ones this week, but I mean, this is one of them, so I decided to do it. I probably could have done the other one where I played Evelyn mid against Ari, who was like challenger or something, and owned my face, and eventually we managed to come back. That was a fun one, but Replay decided not to launch on that one for whatever reason, so that's why I didn't. I picked this one instead. But I wanted to do an Evelyn game. Is this or a Xin Zhao or a Misfortune game? And those were all stomps. I mean, this was a stomp, but I felt it was closer because I was a bit frustrated we couldn't finish it. Because I'm a tryhard, especially when I start shot calling. Like, I get very tryhardy. But there you go. That's the League of Legends games. I'll be doing one of these every Saturday. And they could be like this, where I just kind of spectate my own decision making and kind of go over what I'm doing, or I could like shoutcast the whole match because I'm a pretty decent shoutcaster, not a color caster so much as a play-by-play. But you know, I can do that on a few games, or I can just ramble about random things. I love doing that. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I love to ramble. And I lost my train of thought, but there you go. Game over. And I'll see you guys next Saturday. Well, actually, I'll see you before then because I have other videos that go up. But I'll see you guys if you only watch my League of Legends video. And now videos after this Saturday. Next Saturday will be plural. But I'll see ya. How about that?